Alrighty, Doc here from North America. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Let's see, where are we at and what are we doing? You can see there's the dollar index. Let's move this off the table, or the office. In this case here, it's the desk. What do we got here? Oh, did we open up let's open up the Dukascopy Day Week. Right there. There we go. Let's get the chat line up on the screen. All right. And there we go. I see something. And why isn't it not opening? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. There's Robin. There's George. Good morning, Natuvius. What else can we say about that? Markets are drifting slower and slower and lower and lower. I've seen that. It does seem like there's an issue going on here. The Congress has to... They're saying maybe a vote now on Sunday to Monday. Mountain, how is the tennis match? I see huge upset Roland Garros. Okay, cool. You know, I haven't been paying attention to the sports. I've been putting plants in the ground. So, I should pay attention, and I haven't. I'll have to take a look at it. As I take a sip of my tea. Okay, lost to an unseeded player yesterday in first round. Huh, really? Where is this tennis match? Is this the one in France? Or is this the one in Australia? Where is this? Let me see. Let me go find it. Tennis match today. Oh, it is the French Open. I had a feeling it was the French Open. Usually that kicks off right around Memorial Day here in the States. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That makes sense to me. Yeah, I like, I almost tried to build a clay court on a piece of like a quarter acre, half acre. I was playing around with that, and I still am. I got a backhoe, so I can do that. And I have clay. I actually have that clay down about what is it? I think that clay is 5 feet down or something like that. I could dig up a 20 by 20 and actually make the clay court. I've been thinking about that for a long time instead of grass or tar. I want a more unique tennis court. I mean, I don't have a tennis court here, and I had a spot where the kids would do like a grass tennis court. We had the nets up and the whole bit, and I was thinking about going with the French clay. I like that. I noticed that the clay court or the French Open, I think they do it also in Australia, but I've noticed that it gives a different bounce to the ball where you have some of the top players not be able to do as well. So, yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting. Maybe this is the year I build that clay court. Let's see. Yeah, George, Doc, Doc, can we see the hogs this morning? Oh, sure can. Let's go to hogs. Whee! Whee! My son just got 3 of them. Whee! I sent the pictures over to Robin. Didn't I send the pictures to you, Robin, the little video? Whee! Let's see, where are they? Let's open up the hogs. You can see there the dollar index is moving up. Now, I could have sworn it went into the sell there yesterday on our work, so we'll have to take a quick peek at that, too, at the same time. Remember, hogs are not trading right now. So as we're looking at, matter of fact, I didn't even need to open that. If you said corn, I could, corn is trading live now. There's which hogs were you interested in? Let's see. There's the July hogs. You see it's moving up. You can see, here, I'll give you a picture, show you all 3 of them. That's the July hogs. Here is the August hogs. You can see it's getting a little bit closer, which is interesting because it's the back month of that. And then check out the June hogs. June hogs I think they were just about ready to climb through the zero line. Yeah, look at that. Look how close it is. Minus 18. So they're all dancing up. It's been in a weekly sell a long while, all of them. They've all been in weekly sells now since where's it at? They went into those weekly sells up in the 110-ish area, 108 area, back in December of last year. Hogs has been in a sell in our work for almost half a year. Yeah. 5 months. That's something, isn't it? That's a smash-o, eh? Let's see. Mountain says Paris Open. Right. Already said that. You see, you didn't. I did. You should build a clay court, and Robin and we'll come and play tennis match with you. Okay. And you will too. All right. Yeah. That's no problem. Yeah. I have that clay, so I've been tempted for years, and I bought a backhoe. I guess it was 6 months ago, and so I got a Case Construction King, and so yeah, I was thinking about that. Matho, what's this AI hype over? Nah. No Skynet, though, I can tell you that. AI robot will play for me. Yeah, like one of those little vacuum cleaner ones. It'll be a little circly thing. It's only like 1.5 feet off the ground. And my sons have a little robot factory. They're experimenting with cute little robots, and I guess I can't say this out loud because it's a really great idea, and so I better not say out loud. But anyway, they're designing a robot to do something for that could do that. You know, would have an arm. It has an arm, and I guess if we put let's see, how would the eye do it? You know, in other words, how would it be a barcode? I guess we'd have to put a very big barcode on the ball. It may move too fast. No human size. I don't know. Skynet's round the corner, but not yet. I'll be back. No Skynet. No. I've been playing with some AIs just in the last 4 weeks, and they're not that impressive as far as I'm concerned. As I've said here before, memory and storage is a light year ahead. Total light year, 186,000 miles per second light year, right? Ahead of programming and coding. So, yeah, I coding and programming, I swear, seems to be from the 70s. Turning. They're probably using Turning's mathematics for coding and programming and compiling. Yeah, honestly. Let's see. After Tesla flies to the moon. Fly me to the moon, a wish upon the stars. So far, I don't think the coding is that sophisticated. Just seeing the recalls and so forth, I don't think the coding is that. I have not seen any real advanced coding. I got a friend that's a provost of a graduate school. For the graduate school, it's a top-notch Division I graduate school, and him and I talk about the coding. Coding is so far off the course of advancements. I mean, coding. The only thing that makes coding advanced is the processing power, honestly, and the storage of the code itself. But it's not like we're advancing binary or, basically advancing coding would be like advancing prime numbers. I'm going to say that again slowly, too. I know we're turning into a computer coding conversation here, but basically modern programming is on the same track as trying to understand prime numbers. So it's not exactly something easy to do. Now, when it comes to storage and so forth, and operating speed and so forth, that has been no problem advancing. That has advanced enormously, like I said, in light years over programming. But when you go to programming, you're talking about basic binary and pluses and minuses, and so there's not a lot of wiggle room there to advance that when you really think about it. You're talking about binary. Okay, I'm getting too far off now. All right, Mountain says, I'm going back to the university soon because AI will be able to do my assignments. Yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah, basically. Mountain West says also, my essays, assignments, work assignments, and even my doctorate would be done in seconds by a trust. Not seconds, but let's say this, months. Imagine you'd have to do the lab work. Think about it. All you'd have to do is the lab work, and you could follow the AI's instructions on doing the lab work. And then Mountain says, I can even have a full-time job while I handle a full course and load. AI is the greatest invention. It is the greatest. It's the most advanced. What it really is, AI is the most advanced search. It's combined together encyclopedia with dictionary and up-to-date cutting-edge knowledge. That's what it's done. But that doesn't make it consciousness. Consciousness is really the answer, like primes. Primes in some way, or compiling computer code. And the way the code adjusts or adapts. And basically it's cybernetic feedback. You're literally falling back to, you ready for this one? This will send you over the edge. Yeah, Robin says go back to trading. I agree with you. I'm going to go back to trading. I'm going to leave it with this. Basically the shadows in Plato's cave. That's where we're at. Look at the warning sign by Robin. I got it. All right, let's go check out the, where's it at? Let's go check out the dollar index. Let's see, where's it at? There's the dollar index. I could have sworn it went into the sell there yesterday. No, it didn't. No, it did not. Okay. All right, so... oh, wait a second. Let's just adjust that. Let's go like this. Let's go to default instead. I knew that. I knew I saw a minus kicking out there. There it is. So it's trying to go into the sell today. That's what it is. And yesterday it tried to get into the sell and it didn't do too good a job. Now the weekly is holding up very strong on the dollar index at this point. But you can see the daily is trying to break down in here after a long while. What's that? Through 4, 8, 12, 12, and 4 is 16. Yeah, wait a minute. It did. It went into the sell yesterday. There it is. I could have sworn it went into the sell yesterday. There it is right there. Yeah. No, it did it again. It's in the wrong one. That shouldn't be there. Wait a second. Let's see if we can adjust this again. See, it's giving me Sunday night and Monday night. Maybe that fixed it this time. There's the 26th. There is the 30th. What the hell's going on here? There's 31, 30. Yeah, see, it keeps on giving me Sunday night. And there was no real Sunday night. Because it was the holiday. Let's try this. Let's see. What exchange is that on? CME, right? Let's try this. Let's see if that'll do it. Going to Globex. Yeah, see, it keeps on giving me the Sunday night. And then there's... Alright. And it's trying to go back into the buy here now. That's what it's doing right there. I'm going through Globex at this point. All right, so what it's doing is it's flirting with the. It went into a sell and it looks like it's climbing back into the buy, and the weeklies don't look like as if there's an issue. So you can see that there. You see how the both the fast and the slow are well above the manifold there. So there's not much of a problem. Probably what we're seeing now, a little shake. I wonder what the bonds are doing. Let me go back to the bonds. And I'm going to be shifting the June 30 year to the September 30 year. They're going to start doing the delivery thing with that. Now, see, the bonds are lifting up, so it's not crazy. See, they don't have a 29 on that one. See, it's not giving me the Sunday night because it was the holiday. Interest rates are dropping at the same time. There's a run. I get it. They're running to safety. So they're buying U.S. bonds, which means they're buying dollars, which means that they're nervous. Because when you go over and look at the stock market, you can see the stock market is doing a drift here. You see there, it's at the lows of the day, but it's not doing it aggressively. It looks like a vote will come out that came out of committee last night. So now they've got to go convince the Senate to do something. The Senate hasn't been able to even pass a bill. They need 60 votes over there. So, I mean, that's what it takes for the Senate to pass a bill is 60 votes. So this is going to be interesting. I know that 45 senators were backing Mr. McCarthy, so we'll see. I don't know. This is going to be very, very interesting. Mountain says, Doc, what does it mean when the euro and the GBP and the AUD and the New Zealand are all going up at the same time? Well, let's see. I thought that was kind of curious too. I saw that yesterday. Let's go back over to that. I thought it was the holidays that did it more than anything else. There's the euro. See, the euro is right back into the sell now after going into the buy. So you can see there, the euro is now heading back down again. I thought it was just the holiday that did it. And it looks like that's exactly what did it. And then the cable, same thing. Cable is trying to move back down. I think cable's a flight to safety. I really do. Don't ask me how to define flight. I can define flight to safety. Defining flight to safety is money moves towards places they think it's going to get harmed the least. In other words, it'll gain more than other places. But let's take a look at the other two you suggested. Was it New Zealand? Let's see, where was it? AUD. Let's go check out the AUD. There's AUD. It's losing against the dollar, right? Remember, this is. I think this is the way this works. When it's going down and it's if it was dollar AUD, it would mean it was gaining. Instead, it's losing against the dollar. We're still in the sell there for a bunch of days since up in here. We went into the sell there. And then let's go over to was it NZD? There's NZD. That was in a buy last night, I noticed. No, I guess not. It failed in the end. Okay, so that's in a sell too since this move right there. And the weekly's in a sell. And so that being NZD USD means it's losing against the dollar. Can we look at the oats July sometimes? Sure, we can look at them right now. Oats have little volume and open interest. Yeah, I know. We had a farmer. Remember that, Robin? We had this one farmer that was convinced. He told Robin, no way in hell do we get past $4. Robin was like, our work is just turning up around $4. You better strap in. You better strap in and put a helmet on because it's going to go beyond $4. What did it do? Go to like $8? I think oats went to $8 in the end. Something crazy like that. Let's see. Let's find it. Where is it at? It would be right there. There we go. Let's see if we can put the oats in and see what they're up to. Oats and dotes and little daisy daisies. Diddly wop de doo doo doo. Let's put them in all the way at the top. I think it's ZO. See if we have a ZO in there anymore. Do 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 doodly wop do do. So ZO, yeah, there is a ZO, and it was a March one we had, so we have to add one. So let's see who's the front month now on that stuff. Let's see, what we got here. Let's see. Oats and Dotes and Little Daisy Daisies. Oats, there they are. Front month oat is the July oat. 2,500 contracts, open interest. 28 traded yesterday. So let's see what we got there. So what did I say? July? July. ZO on that. ZO. Look up. Little dies and daisies, diddly wop de doo. There it is, July. July 23. There we are. Close. There we are. And do that one. I was impressed with the illiquidity of oats. I really was. When we were following it, I mean, we would have 400 contract days, things like that. It's like non-existent. So it went into the buy here. Let me just put that contract up on the board too, and see what it shows. Yeah. All right. So that day is wrong right there. The 25th is wrong. I think the 25th is wrong. I got to fix that. It was probably in a buy even further out. Let's see. Ding, ding, ding. Let me see what that is. That is the 24th. The 24th is wrong too. Let me fix this just to give you a flavor of it. But look at it. It's going into a weekly buy on the weekly. So that's kind of interesting. And then let me go back to the chat. Let me move this over so I can see the chat line. Let's put it that way. Let's minimize that. And let's make that bigger so we can see the chat line. There we go. July oats. Yep. Let's fix that up. Yeah. Yeah. What's it doing again? It's up in the threes. Yeah, I get it, Robin. That makes sense to me too. Let's see. Board of trade. Let's find that. You know what, Robin? Why don't you take a look at it on our what we call that? What do we call our new platform? Our beta. Why don't you look at it on our beta? See what that looks like too. Let me see. What am I doing? Edit daily. I might try to put it up on the beta and show the crowd here. Our beta. Let's see, where's it at? The 24th. Okay, so let's do this. Later? Okay. Let's see. Let's move this over a little bit more. There we go. So let me fix the 24th. Let me put my glasses on doing that. Put the cheaters on. And it's settled where? 21.50. Okay, so is that right? No. It's settled at 29.80. Okay, so that's not bad. Then the next day needs to be fixed too. That was the 24th. The 25th needs to be fixed also. 20. Okay. We'll be done this in about a minute, not even less than a minute. Just double checking that. That's fine. And then let's fix that one. Okay, so that's right. And that's right. Okay. And then Monday. Let's see what Monday was. Or it's Tuesday now. That's what it is. That has to be fixed. And let's see. Okay, here we go. Now we'll take a look at it again. There it is, and it's trading today too. All right, so went into the buy. What the hell happened there? Let's fix that. What day is that? That's the 25th. Let's fix the 25th. There we are. There we are. So there's the buy right there. Is that it? 4 out. Yeah, so that was the buy right there. It's kind of plateaued since it's bought. And it's going into the weekly buy as we speak. And it's breaking. Oh, here you go. There's warning. Warning, warning, Will Robinson. It's through the manifold too. So, yeah. This thing could really kick up some strength out of here, out of nowhere. Maybe jump, let's see, what did it do here? It jumped from 350 to 370, basically in 4 days. This thing could go up. This thing could pierce through the 350s with no problem. Wouldn't surprise me any at all. So I think we're going to save this, in case you ask again. Beta's not opening? Okay, here. Let me just send. Let me check myself this morning to make sure it does open. He's building the intraday on it now, so he might be in there right now, actually, as you speak. Let's see. I'm gonna go there now too. No, I can get in there. Here you go. I'll send it over to you now. Try this. Here it comes. Yeah, we're going to have a service that will be live. So that's going to be... here, try this, Robin. I was wondering, that's why I was saying to you, I was wondering if you were using the other code. This should be our permanent one now, too, I believe. See if that works. And yeah, yep, that's it. That should be our permanent one. The one I just sent over to you. Because I can get in there. At least it brought me to the homepage, I can tell you that. He said that he's working on the intraday over this week. I didn't think he was doing it right now. But who knows with him. Yep, I was able to bring something up. Okay, cool. Through Johnson. Yeah, I can. Let's see. I think I can get that up on the machine right now. Just to give you a flavor what we're mumbling about here. Just to give you a flavor. Where the hell is it at? Let's see. Where's it at? Okay, here we go. I don't think we're. Oh, you know what, Robin? We can't. We can't put it up on there. I can't put it up on the screen because it's still open, and so someone could grab the code. So we can't put it up there yet. Let's see. What can I do? Can I do something where it doesn't show the code? I think I can. I can bring some of it up on the screen where it doesn't show the code. And then you guys can say what you think about it. Let me see. I'll do that. But you can't show anybody that yet. There we go. Let's see. Let's try this. Okay, now there's a flavor of it. That's oats. And oats went into a weekly buy last week. It's showing a. I'll have to go back and check our work here, but it's showing oats got into the weekly buy last week. You see, there's the daily. The daily also climbed into the buy on the 23rd, right there. Is that it right there? There's the 23rd. So it climbed into the buy on the 23rd. Let's see what's there. That is today. Okay, so it's updated. And then you can see the same green dots situation right there. And this is our code. But yeah, I can't bring the rest of it onto the screen, or you'd end up seeing the actual code of our site, the site itself. So you'll be able to see that. You saw that? Everybody saw that? It's going to be our new platform for the time being. All he's going to do is modify it. He's the one that has the robot factory. He has a little robot factory to put up a building. Yeah. Him and the other son have a little robot factory. Was it 30 feet by... It's a prefab building. 30 by 15. It's their hobby. It's a hobby, no less. It's a hobby. Oh, my God. Cool. Yeah, George, that's it. That's what our new platform's going to look like. And then from there, it'll just only get better. And he's putting in an intraday. And so this week he hopes to have the intraday complete. And once the intraday is complete, then he'll close it down so that no one can get in it unless you got to get assigned a password to get into it. He'll put the server will be. That's the last thing he'll work on is the server, where only each person that goes into it has to be assigned, and it's parked up on a cloud server at the same time. So yeah. Yep. And then what we're going to do is we're going to let clients beta test it for us before we charge for it. We'll go with beta testing it just to get a what we call it a workbench test. A workbench test, exactly. And then we'll start charging for it once everybody feels comfortable with it. All right, where did we leave off? I think we were answering, was it Mountain? I think we were answering Mountain's question about the currencies. I think that's a flight to safety. I think they're a little nervous about what's going to pass out of the Congress. So I think that's probably why you're seeing all that type of action going on at the moment. All right, what else can we say about that? Trying to think. What else can we say about that? I'd imagine. What else would I imagine? I guess that's about it. I guess we just move over to the euro at this point. So unless someone has a desire to see something, I'll just go on my rhythm. And if you want to see something, shout it out. We'll go after it and look at it, as far as I'm concerned. So you can see here, the euro's been having its issues. It's breaking down. You see the weakness in here on the weekly. They tried to get it into the buy off the holiday. It didn't work too well because you can see it's now making new lows of the last month or so, you know. Let's put it up on J4X. Yeah, I would imagine it's just the same level of stupidity as usual, and that is they're going for flight of safety. So America is upsetting the world, and so what do? They go buy dollars and they buy bonds, American dollars and American bonds. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Let's run into that burning building. Let's jump into that deathly river. That's a flight of safety. Okay. What a world. All right, and then and you can see here on the daily too. We got the yellow at 20. We've got the green at 25. It's trying to lift again from the actions of yesterday. It's still doing the little lift thing, and that'll probably clean itself out over the next couple hours, and it'll start to head down. All right, and then from there, we go over to the cable, and there's cable. You see, cable is trying to go after the lows of yesterday, but holding up still, and it's still in the buy. But that weekly is not taking it any. Let's say it's not taking it serious at the moment. The weekly is not taking the move serious, and that's the action there. You can see two greens right there, just like we've have two greens right here. So it's trying, and then the yellow is at what is the yellow? Yellow is at like 34, and the green, the fast, is at 45. So it's doing the same thing, mathing and moving up. And this will, after an hour or two, this will start to probably roll over. It'll start to match with our work. What's that mountain? Isn't it when the dollar is selling off? They don't sell it off too much. I mean, we've come down from extremely nosebleed heights. That 116, 115 is nosebleed. Okay? You got to wear an oxygen mask. You have to wear an oxygen mask just to be up there. And so I just kind of want to say is that, at 105 or 104 or 103, it's still too damn high. It's way too damn high. It should be in the 90s, like 96, 97, 98, something like that. It's way overpriced. The only reason it's overpriced is because the world is out of gig, out of business. Speaking of which, you know what? What was it? On Monday when I did the webinar, and Janos texts me and he says, I gave him the name of what I labeled the webinar title to. Janos said, it should be Screw China, Mr. Managi says. Don't be there. But check this out. Look at the headline this morning with the issues in China. They've entered a bear market again. I don't understand this lack of paying attention to math. I really don't when it comes to the American companies. There it is. Here comes the article. I'm going to throw this up on the screen. There it is right there. China factory PMI slumps worsens as stock tumble into bear market. Where is that? They had a bear on there too. The article had a bear on it at one point. Where was the bear? Yeah, they had a bear. Let's see if I can grab this. I'll just show you real quick. That was what was on there. That was the bear. China factory PMI slump worsens as stocks tumble into bear market. And there's the article right there. It's like these commercials are interfering for you to see, I guess. I don't know. You can see the chart is ugly right there. I mean, it's a classic, What did I say? On Monday I was saying that. When someone asked, how do you make money in China? I said, don't be there. Just don't be there. That's the way you make money in China. The idea is if you don't lose money, then that's, to me, is making money. If you don't lose money in trading, that means you've made money as far as I'm concerned, because time keeps on moving forward. That's exactly it. You can put a trade on and you walk away with nothing. That's okay. As long as you don't lose, it's a winner chicken dinner in my head. So yeah, that's the best way to make money in China is just don't be there. Go with Mr. Monagi's attitude about it all in Karate Kid. All right. Let's see what we got here. From the cable, we go over to the Swiss as I take a sip of my tea. Let's see. You can see the Swiss is moving up again. Everybody's running away from their own pair and they're buying dollars. Just a flight to safety as usual. It is what it is. That's probably why the Chinese are so hungry. They are so enamored. Oh my God, they want to be the world reserve currency. First, they got to get a currency to be a world reserve currency. If they'd only, if they'd just clean up their act and get a currency and not have some type of fixed unit all the time, then people would actually take them a little serious. Also, how about paying some of those defaults? The defaults are so much, they're pennies. They're not even a penny on the dollar. They allow defaults to occur on something that would be a tenth of 1 cent. Not even. I think I calculated one of them was be 50th of a penny. A 50th of a penny. If you took a penny and sliced it up into a 50, that's what it would have cost them. A 50th of a penny to bail out companies that are foreign investors. You're talking 23 million, 40 million, 50 million. You're not talking about a lot of money when you're supposedly the second largest economy in the world at 16 trillion. I mean, what a joke. Honestly, when they say that stuff, I just shake my head. It's like, are you kidding me? You guys can't even do finance. How are you going to be a world reserve currency? Yeah, really. You know what they need to do? They need to take if they want to fight the dollar, they should use the Mexican peso. That's the best brick of all. And that's the problem, is that they can't even afford to do that. That's what it really comes down to in the end. They don't have enough money. They're not a big economy. They're number 6 or 7 in the world. If it isn't for America, they're not an economy. They're just a backwater place again. All right. From the Swiss. Oh, let's put Swiss up on J4X too and see what it's doing. There's the Swiss right there. Oh, geez, they really punched it even hard. Well, I figure this will get up into the 92s. That's what I was thinking. So there's 91.18, is it? Yeah, it's starting to bounce up there. I figure it's going to try to hit this stuff here. Or let's put it this way, the bottom of it, which would be like the 91.30s and 40s. They hit in that area. Between there and 92, I figure, before they calm down about whatever the House and the Senate and the President are doing. All right, now from there we go over to the yen. Now look at that. The yen is gaining against the dollar. So that's what the second, to me, okay, so the euro is the second largest economy in the world. All right, so you're talking about the second largest economy in the world is not China, it's the European Union. And probably the third largest economy in the world is probably the Japanese economy. And so they're running towards that a little bit more, because that's losing against the dollar the last 2 days. So money is moving towards that position. That's usually the rhythm of it all too. That's like I said, the Japanese yen has a habit to go crocodile Dundee on us. It goes on walkabout, does its own thing. And so, and it is a safe haven on many levels. And so, as much as Switzerland was a safe haven for a very, very, forever, the Japanese yen has also moved into that position, which showed you when the Swiss had a problem. back in November and December of last year, and the currency ran up to 102. That the same time they beat up the Japanese yen. It fell to ran up to 150 something. So it's interesting how the two of them function. And then when you look at the dollar and then you look at the euro, you try to understand the world economy. Now, I'm not sure why. And the British pound fits into that combination. So it's kind of like those five in many different ways are it. So I myself, look at the Mexican peso. Let's drift over to that. The Mexican peso has become is a very solid economy, for its position and place and, what it has going on, even with all the issues with the drug cartels and all that other stuff. But you can see here it's gained against the dollar a lot. And it's not letting go. Remember, this is the dollar Mexican peso. So in other words, it's come down from the 20 area down to the 17s. Let's put it this way. A lot of currencies in the world would love to be trading like this. So in other words, this is the big brick. And no one talks about it besides me. The Mexican peso, the Mexican president said they're planning on joining the brick. So this is the big brick right here. It's the most powerful of the bricks. And then South Africa and the Indian rupee are second and third. And so from there, that could be 75 to 80% of a brick index right there, just those three. All right. Where did we leave off? Oh, yen. Yeah. Let's see what the yen is doing on J4X. There's the yen. And you can see it's trying to generate a red, like this is doing a red right here. You see where did my lines go? No, that didn't work. I'm getting in trouble, aren't I? Let me just close this. No, I don't want to do that. What the hell? How did I end up? Where's my chart? There we go. All right. Here we go. There we are. So there we go. You got the yellow is at 76. You got the green at 60. It's trying to move down, just as we are moving down and through the zero line for a second day. We've been in a sell. This is joining in today. So, all right. From there, we slide over to where do we go from there? Remember, traders, if you want to see something, just shout it out. We'll go check it out. Let's see. There we go. I'm shutting some stuff down, so it was tangling me up a little bit. All right, now let's go from there over to the Turkish lira. Let's see what they're up with that today. There's Euro Turkish lira. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can we all say ouch together? Another all-time high. It's out of here. Over the fence. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Look at that. All-time highs again. I said that's what we'll watch for now on the Turkish liras. Now that we knew that President Erdogan was going to get another big win, and knows he was going to win, and I don't know how big it wasn't really that big. It was only like 4 or 5%, something like that. And now we're going to see how more illiquid this product can get. That's what I said to you on Monday. That's basically, and I think I said that to you Thursday and Friday. That is pretty much all we can say about this product anymore, because it's gone the way of the dodo bird. It's gone, and it's the ball. Oh, it's a sixer in cricket. That's what it is. It's a sixer in cricket. So So basically, it's a 0-0 in international football. Yeah, I mean this is this is all they can do. They're wrecking that economy. Just one brick by one hand and a brick by one hand and a brick. They're just tearing it apart. That economy is turning into mud. I guess he wants to be aligned with Iran and Russia, so he's going to end up like them currency-wise. Next thing you know, the ruble, not the ruble, the Turkish lira will be trading like, I don't know, 30 or some crazy thing. Some insane thing. It's going to be like the ruble. It's going to be like 77 to the dollar or something. Indeed, indeed. All right. So from there, where do we go from here? What time is it? It's 23 after. All right, we got a few more minutes. Let's check out. Wow. I don't even know what else to say, but wow. Wow. Look at that. The poor thing. Just smash. All right. From the Turkish lira, we slide over to the CAD, the dollar CAD. You see it's hanging around the triangle. It's moving up. And as we take a look at it over here on J4X, let's take a look at the oil instead and show you the correlation between the oil and the Canadian. As the oil goes down in value, Canadian loses against the dollar. Ooh, Robin says corn. Okay, let's go check out corn. Front month corn. Oh, they're giving that a smash this morning too. And it was climbing into the weekly there for a while. It looks like it's changed that adrenaline. Let's check out the December corn. Same thing. Now see, the deck corn is not through yet. It's holding up still. And the weekly is not pierced on the upside either though. So yeah, okay. And there's your corn view, cornucopia. And then I think I'm going to check it out on. Let me just go check it out on our new Chicago Quant trading platform. Where did I put it? There it is. Let's see. There it is. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. Let's save that. I want to see what it looks like on there. Too many drought buyers. Is that what it is? Was it you who was telling me last night that they have a lot of this stuff stored? All right, let's put that up there. Let me see what corn looks like. There's the front month ZC. And when I grab it, you can see there, that's the front month. Doing the same thing, going into the sell. Oop. See, it's trying to get into the minus. We got the red going on there. And the weekly. See, that's showing us that it tried to get into the weekly last week. How about that? We'll have to check that out. That's why we're going to be people are going to beta test this with us. Okay. All right. So there's that. Interesting. All right, traders, we're going to get out of here. Rookies getting long into drought possibility news. Yeah, it could be that too. Huh. All right, this is Doc from North America saying happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, to all our trading friends. Later, traders. Have a safe